Got the chat here. We're live again. Let's see that. Change it here. Did not change it here. Good. Yeah, let's close that. Actually, that's completely close that app. Let's go here. Chat. There we go. Now we've got the chat right there. Both TikTok and YouTube chat. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Ignas, Fightcast, welcome to the stream. I was quickly preparing some stuff. I should probably also put on this, put this on, so you guys have sound to listen to. Actually, yeah, that should be good. So, yeah, of course that's okay to sub. Please sub. I would love it if you would sub. It would be wonderful. So, we're here, playing Minecraft. This is the thing I was building before I stopped the stream. It's a bit of a brewery, which I'm adding to this world. Nice that you also play Minecraft. Also, I noticed it's a bit of a slideshow. Not much really I can do about it. Should maybe check TikTok to see the quality over there, because I am also live on TikTok. It is indeed very fun. I've been working on this world for a little bit now. TikTok has better quality, okay. As you can see, I've been working on this world for quite a bit. So yeah. So let's just... The thing is, I don't really know how to continue this build here, because basically now we need a roof on this build for this brewery, which, as you can see, has a nice amount of wine ready to go. Yeah. So, let's see. Okay, Yeah, you know what, just to start out, let's add a path around it, so that we can, who is that? I can't see who that is. Ah. To 1920? I don't know what you mean, Ignis. Ignis. Here we go. There we go. Pretty bit of the path here. And now that we've started the path, we can actually go into action. Yeah. Go to path. Select this place. Shape it a little bit. Age. Oh. I'm 18. So it's you're putting me a bit older than I am. I'm 18. Thickness. Flat. Radius we'll put at 2. Yeah. Bam. Now that's a path we've added that goes straight to this brewery. Now, this area here, right here, is basically going to be a bit of a farming area, as you can see by the fact that we have got wheat fields for they just stretching on for quite a while. So, yeah. And this is going to plot here is going to be the farmhouse, actually. With around it, there's going to be some pastures with animals and such. That path right there is going to be for the workers living. Linus Monkey, me, I have not yet watched the Minecraft movie. To be honest, I'm not really happy about what I have seen online about it, and I think that even I could have written a better Minecraft movie than what the actual Minecraft movie is. So that's what I think of it currently. I have not watched it, so who knows? Maybe my opinion will change. But what I've seen from on the internet, it's not really actually a Minecraft movie. It's just Hollywood being Hollywood. Let's make something that resembles Minecraft, but ignore everything else. So yeah, surprises me that Mojang went through with it. Then again, it does give them more money to work on Minecraft. No, Ignis, I don't have a car. That's it's something I don't even drive a first license yet, so that's something I'm still working on getting. So maybe one day in the future. That's but currently I'm focusing more on school itself. I've got an exam week coming up very soon, so that's more important right now than car driving lessons. Because I need to nail this exam. I need to get out of my school because my school is just shit. Let's keep it at that. Let's keep it at that. There are some types of people in there. You, if you were to know them, you would say, ah, yeah, those types of people are shit. So that. There we go. We've got a path around here. And here we go. I mean, I can tell you something about the types of people I'm in school with. So at the start of last year, we I don't know what's in English. I'm not native to any English country, so I don't know the way you call it, but like HAVO, which is second highest form of education in high school here in my country. At the start of HAVO, we have a trip. Yeah, that's just I don't know. I've tried to get that right, Ignis Vicus, but at the start of HAVO, we have like a trip to France. We went to a camping called Fontaine. Haha, haha, yes. I made a lot of jokes like, haha, haha, you know, the place from Genshin. Which, actually, Fontaine was just out by then, so that was very fitting as well. But we went there on a camping trip with school. And while on that camping trip, my tent got completely destroyed. And was clearly done by some of the people in my year. But we couldn't identify who, because, well, yeah. They were very easily hiding their tracks, so I just want to get away from my school. It is not a good school. Because also, it took like weeks to even get something to be done for as compensation, and my math teacher, who was on that trip with us, had to pay out of his own pocket for the tent because school was so slow getting it compensated. So yeah. Also, there's some more stuff which I don't want to talk about, but my school is very bad at handling stuff. Thankfully, next year I will be studying and probably, hopefully, in an actual fun school. I've been to an open day now a while back, and it was very fun. So I can't wait for that. And Ignis, yes, well, thank you for being a big fan. That though this is the first time I have seen you anywhere near my streams. How come? Why weren't you here on different streams? I stream very often, especially lately. Ah, that explains it. That explains it. That explains a lot. Yeah, I've been streaming almost daily now for the last week. Since, yeah, almost daily. So, yeah, it's been good for the streams. I mean, I'm also streaming this on TikTok right now, and actually TikTok has a much better frame rate than YouTube for some reason. I love pulling cat cheeks. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hello. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've remembered what I wanted to do here. Because I wanted to do a trim like that. Actually, let's put these up here. So, yeah, if you want better frame rate, you could switch over to TikTok. Same account name over there, same profile picture. Hard to miss, actually. Although it is the Black Dragon 900 over there, because Black Dragon, the account I wanted was already taken. And sorry about that, I heard some seagulls. Thought it was someone in my family talking to me, but no, it was some seagulls. It's not necessarily that I hate my school, it is more or less that I don't like the people in my school. And the people working at my school in the higher parts. The teachers are fine for the most part, except one who is basically a pedo, but let's keep that for another time. So yeah. I mean, I've got another story I can tell about my school. This one is a little bit more on the fun side. So, I have this PE teacher, which I don't really like this PE teacher, and yes, I just said, but this PE teacher is one of the exceptions to that. This PE teacher is really just the one type of PE teacher that, you know, at some point try to make it in the big leagues, try to get professional in sports, did not make the cut, and then added up a PE teacher. So, I'm currently in 5 HAVO, which is like the one before graduating high school. And I'm about to go to college, actually, and study. And so that's one. But anyway, this PE teacher. So, there was this one lesson, where there was like this trampoline thing he wanted us to go on. And me, and a few other students, were like, hell no, we're not going to do that. So, we didn't. We did stay active, though. We did stay active on the sidelines, just in a corner, throwing a ball, and such, that kind of shit. But at the end of the lesson, that my PE teacher basically got angry at us for not wanting to do something on the trampoline. And it was like, and I defended myself. I defended myself because he got angry for nothing over something that he shouldn't be allowed to get angry about. So I defended myself and I stated, you know, PE teacher, I don't come here because I like it. I come here because it's mandatory, because I need to be here. And he said, you know what? Well then, stay away next time. And I did. and I got away with it. So yeah, that's a fun story. I did have bullies. I did have a few bullies actually. All the way from day school to very late on in high school. So that's another reason I would like to get away from our school. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, shit. Yeah, I forgot something. I've been forgetting to do something. Give me a moment. And actually, I'm going to do it with this one. Okay. Yeah. I forgot something. WhatsApp. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. And there we go. Okay, so. Oh, Fairy Kid, you're 9. Okay. Very young audience today. I shall keep my language okay for the young audience that I have here today. Have to set a good example. Deep Slate, let's go. Also, I do recommend watching this stream with headphones on because at some point there may or may not accidentally slip something out, which would be unfortunate for you young ones to hear in the when your parents are near, because that might get you in trouble. Then again, you are young kids growing up on the internet. I presume you've probably heard a lot of the worst already. So, yeah. So, let's see. How can we really do this? Something like that. Yeah, I think that will work. And then we build a roof on top of that. Good. That's good. Actually, let's just place it on top of here. Aaron Smil, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How's your day been going? Aaron Smil. Okay. Well, sleep tight and let the backwards by thickness. Aaron Samil, I don't know what you mean. Your name's Aaron Samil, right? Or is there some other pronunciation to it? Aaron Senile or something. Sorry. Nah. Hello, welcome to the stream, people. Aaron. Okay, yeah. Have I just fallen for something? I don't know. Who cares? I'm just building in Minecraft. Hello. So yeah, no Minecraft music. It's Genshin music. Because I like Genshin. I'm a Genshin player who has the map almost completely at 100%. But unfortunately, I can't stream it because of the fact that it takes too much. Actually, let's put these down there. to replace it in a moment. Here we go. That man's style is nice, similar to what me and my mates have been doing. Build a dwarven world carved into mountains and build entire cities underground. Oh, that's cool. Speaking about cities underground, I can show you guys that. For that I need to go up here all the way. Let's teleport. W channel. What's up indeed? First of all, I built this tower. It's a courthouse. And underneath, right here, if we go down, yeah, I may or may not have added a prison, which I've built underground here. And this prison is not yet done, but works for it. With like the rooms, space, but this is a multi-layer prison already, and it's deep underground. But that's not everything here, because I've also got this area right here. I'm working on a fantasy map with W channel. So I'm working on a huge fantasy map. Oh, I should really remove that bit here. That's not supposed to be there. I'll remove that at a later date. But yeah, I've got this cave. Actually, I can show you with shaders on, which is going to take a little bit load. In the meantime, I would like to ask you all, of the people on TikTok and the people here on YouTube, if you're new here, please follow or subscribe to my channel, because that would really help me out to grow this channel. And yes, I do really like playing Minecraft. And there we go. It's loading in. This is with a different shader than I used previously, so I don't know exactly how it's going to look, but it takes a little bit to load in. But look at this. Just look at how cool this is. So like, the glowing things, those are basically gem clusters which have been carved through by water over the years. And in here, I'm going to be building an underground city of like the outcast from the city above, because above here there's also going to be a huge city, which I'm also working on. And currently I'm just, as you can see, this is really a big cave, and I've already added some walkways in here and water and stuff, because that just makes it already look cool. And as you can see up here, all these different concrete outlines are different buildings. So, a lot of work in the coming future. And this isn't even and that is just this bit that I've outlined already. That's like another 60% to outline. Yeah, so that's gonna take a little bit. Anyway, yeah. Also, I've got a few more builds like this one, which I have mapped out before already, but it's not yet built. Just like the previous one, I actually already mapped out heights here as well. The Slowbros TCG, hello. I played the Pokemon TCG on the Game Boy earlier today, so fitting that you arrive here. But this is basically going to be more of a Japanese styled area with Japanese architecture, and the build that's been completed already is this ginormous Torii Gate, which I think looks wonderful, even with the lit up redstone. Thank you, Ignis. Thank you for the sub. I should probably... No, that's not visible here. But this Torii Gate is here visible, and I've put it in such a way that it all lines up. The middle of the story gate lines up with the middle of the palace that's going to be there. But I haven't really... I am not really good at building stuff in Japanese style, so I still have to learn that. So most what I did is basically line out every building and how it's going to be. And underneath here, there's actually a cave, which is going to be a special area for the palace. Spranky, are you lying? I can see if my subscriber count went up. My subscriber count certainly went up. Oh, lagging. Yeah, I am certainly lagging here on YouTube. That's just Minecraft being Minecraft for me. But as you can see, there's a cave here, which also still needs some work, but it's going to be connected to underneath the palace here. And has to do with the person living in the palace, actually. But that's a story for another time, because I have not yet written that story. Although I do already have some ideas, but... yeah. So, with this project, it's basically me creating worlds to help with a story project, short story project which I'm writing, for which I already have a bunch of stories. But it's basically to visualize and create the world itself. Also, this area right here. This area right here, if it allows me to show you guys on YouTube. If not, it's lagging too much. Yeah, it's still stuck over at the courthouse in the stream here. That's annoying. I actually, you know what? Here, this link will... No, wait, that's not the right link. Oh, god damn it. Give me a moment. Give me a quick little moment. I see my mate, the Darkness of the Sun, is already helping me out here. Which he's one of my mods and one of my mates. Here you go. This link will take you to the TikTok livestream, which is supposedly running smoother, although it's still stuck at the palace. Oh wait, no, that's the Minecraft stream. The TikTok stream is at the right point in which I am. It's far closer to me. And actually, let's reload shaders again. So, if you want to really get a better quality of stream, I don't know why YouTube is very annoying with me streaming this whole thing live in the Shorts chat. Because, well, yeah. But actually, also, time set noon. Let's... Still a lot of blah. Last time set night. Also have frozen time in this world. Midnight actually. Look. So this here is a entire city, which actually I've shown on a different stream before. And different streams on YouTube. Not yet on TikTok. This is actually like my fifth stream on TikTok. Recently started streaming on TikTok, but this entire town, city, which all the houses are built. Not all of them have interiors though. Some of them do. Like this one, I believe. No, this one is one of them who hasn't gotten an interior yet. Neither has this one. One that has an interior though. Oh, forge. Yeah. With some fires, burning soul fires, because of course there's like a town hall. We got some waters. And actually, one of the buildings here with the interior is this one here, which I've basically built into being a school with a cafeteria, bunk beds for the students, classrooms. So this is actually an entire school. Actually, okay, that's completely good. Yeah, I can't really do much about the lagging on YouTube except stop the stream for some. So unfortunately, but TikTok is getting some good content. And this is a house that has burned down and is still smoking from it. That kind of detail. Some chimney house with chimneys with smoke coming out of it. Actually, when we go up here, welcome to the graveyard. Yes, we got a graveyard on this map. Of course we do. Actually, this is the second graveyard on this map. There's another one. All the way up here. This is technically a graveyard. Why? I'm not going to tell yet. Partially because I haven't written the story yet, and partially because I want to I'm going to make special videos for the stories themselves, but that's a graveyard. Ooh. Yeah, and this area is also going to look nice with shaders on. Let's go. And fly up a bit. Look, how beautiful. This is an area I'm very, very happy with, because look just how cozy this little place here is. Which, this is a house, and there's living space of one of the characters, which is important in this world. And they live in this forest bit inside of a mountain, which this is a mystical place, as you can see by the fact that water is glowing all the way from up there, from the one little block of ice. That there are bamboo vines and such growing here, plants that are mystical plants here, like the torch flowers. Torch flowers are growing here, which actually have a glow here. Nice. Did not know that. It is. So, and there's this whole water part here that leads into a cave, which actually leads to the entrance. So there's both the entrance and exit. And yeah, and I really like this build. Also, this is where the one dragon egg of this world is going to be, and it's going to stay, because this is a special spot. This is the home of the Witch of the Forest, and that dragon egg is one of her prized possessions. So don't steal it, leave it. And yeah, is there another area I can show, because TikTok hasn't seen any of this. Mark, I don't have any donations. I can't get donations yet. I'm not in the YouTube partner program yet, so I can't, unfortunately. Although I'd love the idea of you guys wanting to donate to me, but I can't yet get those. This area. This area here is one of the first areas in this world I built. I built it in a different world, but because of that, it's one of the first. First of all, look at this beautiful ship. It's the best ship I've ever built. And I won't stop the stream. I'm not stopping the stream. It's just very laggy on the YouTube side. Yeah. So I am going to post the TikTok version of this instead of the YouTube version after this, because that way we have actual good content. But this here is a monastery. The monastery, and it is called the Library of Kumar, and it basically records everything that happens in this world, past, present, and future. And now it's getting laggy because of all the candles. So we're going to shut off shaders real quick. Yeah, okay, there we go. So it's a bit laggy here because of the candles right now in the streaming that's going on. It's still loading in. But yeah, there's basically an entire library that goes all the way down. Why is it loading so badly? Is it really because of the candles, or am I... It's probably because of the candles, yeah. Also, Mark, if you want to see the stream in better quality, you can go over to TikTok. Link has been posted earlier in the chat. So, this entirety here is a library of all the things that have happened, will happen, and are happening in past, present, and future. And it will also be the place where you can pick up quests to do across this entire world. Yes, I'm going to be including quests in this world, because at one point, I want to release this to you guys, so you guys can play it yourselves. Play on this map for yourselves. And, yeah, so... Also, it's not completely done, as you can see by the fact that there's some dirt here that needs to be removed, but we'll come to that when I come to that. Because I'm not really working on this area right now. Hello, Just Poker, welcome. So, yeah. This here is also a building I can show you guys, and that's basically the last building I am going to show you guys. Although I do still have the mansion. But this here is an entire church building. This is just a church. A mega church. The Church of the Black Dragon. Because why not? No, it's not called the Church of the Black Dragon. It actually has to do with a story. Basically, this entire church was started by a guy who convinced the villagers of this town that there's a monster sleeping in the cave down here who demands sacrifices. Hence, there also being an altar here for sacrifices. And also, all sacrifices are human, or gold and treasure. But it's basically a lie. So, yeah, that's basically the story behind that, for the most part. And that's one of the stories that isn't that significant in terms of lore, so I can tell and want to tell. Actually, I'm going to resolve this issue here real quick. Also, for those wondering, the building mod I'm using is called Axiom, which is a very useful mod. And with this church, I tried to go a bit in a gothic style. I really like the results I got. Oh, this build looks wonderful with shaders. Let's go. Put the shaders back on. Give it a moment. Let's give it a moment, and here we go. Also, yeah, I've got a mod that adds in echoes and stuff, but just look at this. And now we go to /time set day. Just look how the light is flooding into this building thanks to all these huge windows. And actually the bit of red tint that you get as well. Because of the windows. Because all these windows are red. If we can't notice it. But look how beautiful it is. There's actually a window over there. Which time is set noon. Actually it has its own light beam that will go through it. As you can see right here. You can't really see it right here, but there's a light beam that comes through it. And also, yeah, I really like Soulfire as a light addition on top here, which really looks nice. So, then, we have a bit out here, which, this is just the start of the village. Still have to complete it, and it has a bit of a different architecture style to previous builds. It's more rounded shapes. I've got 2 water thingies here. And also these houses all have no interiors yet. So that's also something I will have to do at some point. Interiors. A whole lot of interiors. That's gonna be a pain, but yeah. And actually, you know what? Let's put the shades back on. And let's walk back to the farmlands, which I was working on at the start of this stream. Which this stream is actually going to be longer than an hour, because fuck it. Fuck YouTube. Fuck TikTok saying you can't post more than an hour long content. Gabriel Didi, what do you mean with what? Just casually, with speed 6, walking towards the farmlands. Basically in a ginormous amount of wheat. And here... yeah, Purity 1 Kamuru, yeah, it's a whole bunch of wheat. Yeah, I know, to get the joke. There are still some remnants here from me placing all of it using Axiom, which I'm still cleaning that up. And all of that will be cleaned up before the map is released. Don't you worry about it. I mean, they're literally floating bits of wheat. Purity 1 Yukamori, I'm working on a Minecraft fantasy map, although YouTube has a bit of a lag problem. So if you want to, you can switch over to TikTok. I'm live over there as well. And it's a lot smoother over there. And actually, yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff that needs to be removed, but not right now. Right now. Thank you. I don't know which one you're seeing right now. Let's have a look, actually. I don't know where the stream is right now. Oh, you're at the church. Okay, yeah. You're at the church still. YouTube is still at the church instead of TikTok being at the farmlands. So yeah, for some reason the stream to YouTube takes a lot more than the stream to TikTok. Anyway, we're back here at the farmlands. This time with shaders on. Actually, I should put that off because we're not walking through the fields anymore, and we're going to be continuing the building. And hello to the people watching me over on TikTok. Hello to the people watching me on YouTube. If you're enjoying the content, even though it's lagging on YouTube, please leave a like, subscribe, perhaps, if you like it. Because I am actually going to make more content about this world. And also telling the stories behind this world. Because I am writing stories, short stories, taking place in this world. So, if you want to see that, please leave a like, subscribe, and stick around the channel in coming time. Though, it will be a little bit before those come out, because they will require a whole lot of editing and stuff and such. So, and also, the builds. It requires the builds to be done. And I also don't really have an idea yet on how I'm exactly going to do those videos in terms of style, but we'll get there. So, yeah. And I might even post them on TikTok as well, if they are shorter than 1 hour. Who knows? Who knows? Everything is possible if you just set your mind to it. We humans can do anything. We just have to do it and set our mind to it. Should I? Yeah, probably should. So that I can replace them in a moment on all these connecting bits. And that's actually, if you guys are wondering, this is my second live stream of the day. I did one earlier today where I was playing Pokemon trading card game, but not Pocket or Live. No, the one for the Game Boy, the original trading card game. So that was fun. I've been playing that over the last few days and trying to get decently far in it. Oh, that's nothing useful. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get stairs. Let's get the walls. Let's get the iron bars. Because on top of here, I am going to do it like so. Just because I like the deep slate combination with spruce. Deep slate and spruce is a very good combination. One of the best combinations in the game, in my opinion. So that's one of the reasons why I'm using it that much, because it's just very, very clean in the way it mixes with each other. And now we go to slabs, and this one. That's the wrong block. Also, for the people over on both YouTube and TikTok, I would like to point your eyes towards something real quick. Let's see. Oh, that, of course, that isn't in this one yet. Wait, give me a moment. We're switching over to this one, which I'm actually going to copy and paste over to the Minecraft one. Come on. Add. Cancel. Oh, that's scene. Country. No. Okay. Let's get image 2. Yeah, image 2. Like, okay. So that's now visible on YouTube. Should also make it visible here on TikTok real quick. So this is something I'm planning to do in the coming time, which is the Gauntlet, which is going to be me playing 5 of the hardest Pokemon ROM hacks that are out there, and that's going to be starting at once I've hit 50 followers on TikTok, which, as you can see, we're only 9 away. No, 7 away actually. So if you guys would like to follow and make me suffer playing through these games, now please follow. Please follow if you'd like to see someone suffer through some of the hardest of the hardest of the hardest Pokemon games. I mean, the last game on the list here, number 5, Emerald Kaizo, is considered to be the hardest Pokemon game there is. So, just for you guys to know. And let's see. Back to Minecraft. Yes. Let's close it here. See. Okay, we're going back to Minecraft now. And Mason Cowberry, welcome to the stream. What's up with me? Good. I'm good, Mason. Thank you for coming by. Like I said, I'm planning to do some stuff that is big. Big plans. But it does require you guys to follow me on TikTok, and you know, I wouldn't mind getting some more subscribers on YouTube as well. I mean, that would help me getting more stuff I can do. And I would really like to get monetized on YouTube at some point, which I know we're a long ways away from that, but if you don't mind helping a small creator get further on YouTube than before, please leave a like, subscribe, and stick around the channel by hitting the notification bell. And yes, I am basically now doing that the whole time because I would like to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the month. We're close. I would just like to get there. Okay. It's decently well lit up, but I'm actually gonna grab some chains and some lanterns and adding a few in here. And that's a good thing about Axiom. I don't only have to place one of each, and I can copy them over like so. Look at this little build. This actually already has an interior. It's like both the brewery itself, because here they are brewing some stuff actually. Here they are storing the wine. And actually should fix these, because these here are wrong in the connection points. And I should do that here as well. There we go. There we go. But as you can see, we got 2 fats containers full of red wine. A bit of channel going down, so it can be pumped out. We got seats here. We got place for a bartender to work. We got barrels of wine stored around here. Venti's. This would be Fanty's favorite place in this world, because it's just alcohol on alcohol on alcohol in this place. And actually, out here, these are the berries that are turned into wine. So it's a sweet barrel wine. Never had it before myself, but who knows. And here's some more farms, including potatoes and carrots and beetroots, which actually, all of them can be made into meat, I believe. Yeah, I believe all of them can be made into meat, so it's fitting to have them here. And also they're going to be food for the animals, so they're going to be in this area. Because this is also going to be the area where the animals are. And actually, I would maybe like to start on that right now. Adding a pasture into here. So let's start placing down some fence. And making sure the animals can't escape. So, and we're going to give them large portions of the land because we're not cruel here. I mean, I'm a Dark Lord of Chaos and Evil, but I'm not cruel against animals. Yes. Even I have standards. Unlike some other people. you know, like, I mean, Southern Americans right now don't have any standards at all, but yeah. Also, wait, did I use oak fences here? Yeah, I did use oak fences. Give me a moment. Control R. Fence. Spruce. Fence. Fixed it. Now I just need to fix all the connections. Bam. Bam. All updated at once. Nice. Ah, look, that looks much nicer and more consistent with the rest of this area. Good. And actually, this here is going to be stable, so actually, this bit here is then going to be the part for the horses, I think. Yeah, this is going to be horse pasture. And actually, we're going to go to right here in size. Go a bit more this way. We got going like this. And actually, I should probably fix the placement in a bit, because there are holes now. And yeah, move this back a bit. And let's go like this. Let's clone this bit. That's easier. There we go. Now we attach this bit. And these bits are not attached. Why is that? I don't know. There we go. Yeah, okay, good. All of these bits are attached. So now we go back that way. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of some trees there. The raptor. That's the Death Raptor. Is that how you pronounce it? Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Just streaming here. Just having some fun building in a Minecraft world. Welcome to the stream. So, here we go. Yeah. I actually already went too far a bit here. Bit too far there. No, not oak fence. Spruce fence. Spruce log. Horse stables, so... yes, okay. Here we go. So I'm going to have the stables built right here. So I'm actually also going to be marking out where each horse stall is going to be. So that's already 3 horse stalls, which is going to be for 1 horse each, because that's the best way to do those things. Horses and donkeys. There's also going to be some donkeys, because yes. Okay, here we go. That's 1 row of them. I'm actually going to copy this over. And copy and paste it to here. So in here we're going to have a path running, which will turn and go into the pasture right here. Actually, it's going to be... actually, these here are placed wrong. They need to be out more. Like that. Let's remove these, actually. So, this here is a path, which both here and right here will enter into the pasture. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Random outfits, welcome. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Can you help me? What can I help you with? What's your problem? What is your problem, my friend? So, yeah. So this is going to be the horse bit. And then next to the horses we're going to have the sheep, I think. Yeah, we're going to have the sheep. Which are actually also going to have a sheep barn. For them to be kept in when it's cold outside and such. So, yeah, actually we'll go along the edge here. I don't know what your problem is. If I don't know what your problem is, random outfits, then I can't help you. So tell me, what's the problem you're having? And I can help you. Okay, so, yep, there we go. That's a decent sized pasture for some sheep, I think. Yeah, definitely. Definitely big enough for some sheep. Random outfits. Hello? Do we have contacts? What's your problem? You have contacted Dragon Tech Support. What's your problem? Come on. Dude coming in here, asking for help, asking if I can help, but I don't even know what his problem is which he needs help with. So I can't help him because I don't know what he needs help with. That's not convenient for me. Okay, that's not right, but never mind. Yeah, he hasn't responded yet again, so maybe he's typing it out. If you are, please type a little bit quicker, because I'm curious now. You've made me curious, and when you make a dragon curious, he will pursue you to the end of your time to get the answers out of you. So, be sure to answer why you need my help, because I am very curious now. You don't want me to be curious for all of your existence, right? Also, if TikTok is wondering what is happening over that, I am both live on TikTok and YouTube, which actually, the TikTok livestream is running better than the YouTube livestream in terms of smoothness of video, so yeah. Okay, Random Outfits is not responding at all. Then this problem was not a problem enough. But I will pursue to know the knowledge. To get the knowledge what the problem was. There we go. So this is going to be the sheep pasture, and actually I should probably also line out the sheep on around here, which is going to be built at this spot. Say 1, 2, 3, 3, bam. And we're going to have it be 4 bits long. No, it needs to be bigger. One bigger. Yeah, that's right in terms of size. Right, yeah, that's a decently sized barn to keep sheep in. And we're gonna be keeping reasonable amount of sheep, so we're not going to keep that many. So they actually have quite a lot of space to play around in. And I should probably also do the cows or pigs next. Actually, the pigs are going to be over there, and the cows are going to be over there, so we have more space to add more buildings and such. Base kicker, welcome. Base kicker, welcome to the stream. We're just building some stuff in Minecraft in a huge world I'm working on. Too big to show you in one mini map. And I don't know where is the YouTube stream right now. Oh, it's actually at the farmlands, me building fences. But it's frozen there because YouTube isn't playing nice currently with my stream over there. So if you want to, you can go over to TikTok, but if you do, please leave a like, follow, and subscribe me on YouTube as well as follow me on TikTok. I am currently working on a huge farm building, like the classic American farm you see in movies and such. That kind of size, but a bit bigger. And we've got wheat for days. We be smoking some good stuff here. So yeah. So here we go. And currently I'm placing some fences down. And actually, there are 4 people watching me here on YouTube right now. I did not know that. At least there were at least a moment ago. No, now they are gone. So we go back to TikTok with my account that I'm watching stuff on. Yeah, so here we go. Building some stuff. Currently there's no one watching. That's okay. Actually, I can do some stuff here. Hello, hello. TikTok universe, okay. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Quickly setting something up for YouTube. So we got a poll going on YouTube right now. So which is, are you subbed? Yeah. With the options being yes. No, not yet. Not yet. Gonna sub now though. Gonna sub now. So basically forcing them to subscribe, and if people are voting in it, they must be subscribed. Yes, I'm trying to trick those guys there. Anyway, so for those tuning in, I'm working on a Minecraft fantasy map in which I'm currently building a huge farm, which is a location in where one of the stories I've written already takes place. Which, you know what, I can share that one, I think. Yeah, I can share that one before the end of the stream. So I will be doing a storytelling bit at the end of the stream, which it's gonna be my first time sharing these stories, actually, so that's gonna be fun. So if you stick around the channel for a bit, you get at least the stream. You get to hear that story. Because it's one of the stories I think it's really well. It's a bit of a horror story, it's a bit of a dark story. So we got horses, sheep, pigs. Now we need to do the cows. And they're gonna have this whole bit. There's gonna be a bunch of cows. And actually we are going to have some more space for some more berry bushes outside of this bit here. Because you can never have enough berries here. We always can use more berries for wine. And meat. Always can use more. So there we go. And we'll pick up a little bit more. Copy and paste those over. That fits perfectly good. So we got some more berries here, which will help us in the production stuff. So yeah. And still, Random Fits has not responded in the YouTube chat, and I believe they aren't even there anymore. So unfortunately, you guys will currently not know what he meant when he said he needed help. That's and I was really offering to help him. I would have helped him if it was something I could have done. But I don't know what he needed help with, so I couldn't help him. So yeah. Also, if you're struggling with actual mental stuff or in a situation which you shouldn't be due to an abusive situation as such, please contact people responsible for that and such. Yes, basically, yeah, you unfortunately have a bit of unlucky the fact that it's YouTube being struggling with the stream. Anyways, some more Genshin music. Yes. It's been a while since we got some music on the stream. So some more Genshin music is nice. Which, if you're wondering, there is a resource pack which I've downloaded and added to this mod pack, which replaces every Minecraft track with Genshin music from Liyue. So yeah. Ah! Someone is going to stop. Good. Good. Very good. That was chosen well. So we're going to add cow pen, pasture in here now. These are huge pastures, which I am going to add some texture to with noise painting and such in Axiom. Otherwise it's just grass. And just grass is not nice to look at. But once you add some dirt. Oh. Dirt, mud and such. Oh. Then it's gonna look epic. That's gonna look good. So, yeah. No, we'll leave it like that. Also, around this farm building, there's going to be more forest buildings and such. I mean, more forests and trees and such. Which I still have to figure out which kind of tree I'm going to be using. Because I've used some spruce trees, but those are usually too tall. So I'm probably going to use dark oak, but dark oak is thick. And only in thick variants. So maybe I need to make some custom trees, but custom trees are hard. I haven't actually done custom trees before, so I would need to learn that. So yeah, that's something for the future maybe. But right now we're just placing some fences. Down here in Minecraft. There we go. This is a decent size. Yeah, let's keep it at this size. And maybe we could add stuff like to represent an orchard or something with like apple trees. Using oak trees. Yeah, that could be nice. Well, maybe there's a mod that adds apple trees and such. Something to look into. Now, okay, the cows also need a building to be kept in, besides the pasture itself, which is going to be here, which is a huge stable, a stall, and see, okay, there's a bit of a spike in back connectivity, but that's resolved now on TikTok side. So yeah, this is going to be the front, and it's going quite way into the back here. Actually, let's use the copy to an axiom to extend this instead, because that's easier. And let's keep one more. Like so. There's going to be the size of that building, which is big. It's going to be a big stable for the cows to be kept in. And yeah. Also, if anyone is watching and wanting to ask me some questions or something about anything, everything at all, you're free to do that. I wouldn't mind answering some questions. So, yeah, we're going to leave the farmhouse and such for later. We're just working on this area right now. I'm going to quickly select this bit here, the grass. I'm going to noise painter, remove this one and change it into mud. Wet mud. That's the main block. La La Land, welcome to the stream. Also, Hoofddorp ML, David MC 12181, welcome to the stream. If you guys are watching, we're gonna add so packed mud, which we're actually going to be putting up there, and some coarse dirt. And actually some normal dirt we're going to be putting there. Let's see this texture. Oh yeah, that's some good texture we got there. Actually the scale is going to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got a bit of a transition here between stuff. Yeah, no. The coarse dirt needs to be lower intensity, but actual, like so, perhaps. Yeah, that's much better. So this is going to be the pig pen, in which the pigs are going to be running around in the mud. Oh, do you hear that? That beautiful sound of walking mud. I got some packed mud transitioning into dirt. Actually, transitioning back into grass. I don't want that to be grass, actually. Do I want that to be grass? Yeah, no, that works with the coarse dirt. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works with the coarse dirt. So, actually, right here, we're going to be pulling it out a little bit ourselves to make it good. Okay, yeah, okay, that will work, So, we'll just let that run a bit, and let's get some big spawn eggs. And these are big ones, yeah. There we go. We got some pigs in here. So, we've added the pigs in here. With like, yeah, okay. For this bit here, because it is separated right now. No, it's not separated. We'll be selecting this entire bit. Okay, yeah, no. We'll wait for that once the grass here has turned in. No, that won't turn into dirt. We'll figure that out at some point. But we'll leave that untouched right now. Yeah, I think I've done as much as I want to do here now. I'm kind of getting tired of placing fences and such, and so instead we're going to the other thing I was working on. This bit. A very fun mangrove swamp, which I've a custom mangrove swamp, because every tree you see here has been placed by hand. I had to do that by hand. Yep. And there's a whole bunch of trees, more than 100 trees already. And I've been working on this bottom area. As you can see, it's only halfway done. There's a whole top area about the same size. Yeah. That's a whole lot of work to be done here. And actually, let's go to just a bit of the smaller islands here. Let's get a propagule. Let's get some moss. And let's get some bone meal. Because that's everything I'm using in this to create the biome, except for the fact that I've put it into a biome with Axiom. But basically, the first thing I'm doing, placing down some moss, bone mealing it, removing any azalea tree thingies, because that's something I don't want here. Bone mealing the propagules into mangrove trees. And bam. That's basically what I've been doing here. Yeah. Hello, Juka. Wait, you've given me something? You've got a badge, okay. Yes, I'm certainly making my own world here. Yes, hello. Why isn't the chat here? Oh, now it's updating. Yeah, hello. No, it's not updating. Why is it not updating? Okay. This world here, I've given the name the Realm of Magic because it's a fantasy world. Herman van der Steen. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to be repeating that. No, I'm not going to repeat that. Because I know what you are trying to do, but I'm not going to repeat that. Also, I might need to reset this chat a bit, because it is lagging behind quite a bit. Wait, give me a moment. Come on. Nah, Duga. I'm not going to be Duga. Duka. No, I'm not going to be repeating it. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. And I'm not going to do that. I have not stooped that low yet. But perhaps if you were to follow me, perhaps we could make a deal. So there we go. Some more trees. Place down. Actually, I'm also placing some of them in the water here because that's actually how it is in real life. You fooled me all. Oh. Yeah. But I meant you guys getting me a new follower, perhaps? Because I'm trying to grow my channel here. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. What the fuck? Dude. Actually, for that, let's see. Yeah. What can... Yeah, let's do that for now. I'm sorry, but if you're going to talk like that, I will have to silence you. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's gonna be stuff I'm going to be silencing people about because I don't want that kind of talk in my chat. You know? Also, I don't know why the chat on here on my computer screen is lagging behind like that, because the reason I can respond to TikTok right now is because that one I have opened on my mobile phone as well. And that's the only way I can currently respond to TikTok, because it's not loading in. And Dukan, you are here, but you can't speak. You can't speak because I silenced you. Tillikov Tillik 07. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Maybe if I update like that. It's not updating. Okay. Well, anyway. But you know, Herman. Maybe. Very maybe at the end of the stream. I can do that. Use your 6 random numbers. Is that the guest account? Did someone make a guest account to join the stream? If so, say hi. Ah, now it's updated. Good. At least a bit more updated. There we go. But I've been placing these trees like this the entire time. Because that's the best way I've discovered to do this. Because there's no better way to do that. So, here we go. Also, for those just dropping in, I'm currently working on a fantasy Minecraft world map. I'm currently working on the mangrove swamp on the map. For which the story that I have in mind has not been written yet. But there is a basis of a creature, of a being. A group of beings, actually, that live here. But for that, you'll have to wait until that story has been written and I share it. Which might be at some point in the future. So, you might want to follow my channel to hear that story. Because I'm writing numerous short stories which all take place in this world. And this world is both to help me write the stories and to help you guys visualize it. And tree symbol, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream's tree symbol. I'm placing trees, so it's very fitting that you are here. I'm placing some mangrove trees around here, so welcome to the stream. Is that not a bit done? Mostly. Thank you for sharing the live stream, my friends. For that, I'll place another few trees. I'm joking. I have to place more trees anyway. Because this area is far from done. Because that top area here as well still needs to be filled with trees. So, yeah. That's gonna take a while. Hello, Double Hearts. Double Hearts. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I think that's the best way I can do it right now. Just shouting out every person who joins the stream. Actually, I'm going to go take a sip of my iced tea. And with sip, I meant jerking the remainder of the bottle into the back of my throat. But that's okay. So, here we go. I saw some stuff that needs removing here. The azaleas need to be removed because it's not the kind of tree that I want in my swamp. Kevin Last Tape, welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're building in Minecraft here. Okay, why is that? Oh, they've given... okay, yeah, it's probably because they don't have anything else to resolve, yeah. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Just a nice casual stream of me planting some trees. And moss. And my Minecraft swamp. As well as getting the grass to be high enough. Hello, Duca, welcome back. Welcome back again. Even though you're still silenced. Wouter van den Berg, welcome. Let's lots of people from the Netherlands coming into the stream here. Welcome. So, if you guys, by the way, want to ask me some questions, you're free to do that. Actually, if it's a question I would like to, I'm willing to answer. I will answer them. So, ask away. Yes, I don't really have any topics to talk about. I already talked about some topics earlier in the stream. Reason to go back and watch more. Welcome back, Tree Symbol. Welcome back to the stream. I already talked about some stuff earlier in the stream, so that's the reason to go and watch it back. And I'm going to upload the TikTok version of the stream on YouTube, because YouTube is shit with Minecraft streams for the vertical. So yeah, that's fun. Might change that to just being normal stream and a vertical stream on TikTok. Like that might work better, actually. Don't know. Something to test out. Anyway, there we go. Here we go. Place another one, because there's a big hole here. There we go. So, I wanted to really feel like a big cramped in this forest. Like, you really have to make sure the path you choose is the right one. But then again, this is a fantasy world, going a bit into the dark fantasy, and if you enter into certain areas of this forest, you'll never come out again. At least, not alive, that is. So, yeah. Also, give me a moment to do some stuff here. And almost. There we go. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, good. We got some more likes. Oh yeah, that one is lagging quite a bit. So. Adding some moss to this spot here, because the reason I'm adding moss is to add some variation in the plants and stuff you see here around here. And I'm removing the azaleas because that's not the type of tree that grows here. So there's no reason for it to be here. Otherwise, the moss here is gonna be. And also, there's moss already on the trees, so it ties it all back together and really makes it complete. So, yeah. Also, Minecraft Swamp have a lot of mud in them, in the game. Maybe I should add some patches of mud as well, if possible. Tree Symbol, welcome back once more. Apparently you were gone again. Also, I've been calling you Tree Symbol because it looks like a tree. I don't know exactly what symbol it is. What emojicon you're using. And you're gone again, I believe. Bad fact that there are 2 viewers now instead of 3. Yes, I keep a close eye on my viewer count. That one we remove, that one we remove. That we remove. Okay, yeah, and okay, that should probably be patched in here as well. Bam. Good. Now for the property heals. Actually, we're gonna be doing it like so now. That's more logical. And place some more down. And I really want it to be hard to navigate, because also thing is, the people that are come in contact with the creatures that live in this forest, they will be marked for death. And that mark will be a black mark on their hands. Not really sure how it's going to look yet, but it's going to be a black mark on their death. Ah, hello Mike. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, buddy. But anyways, but that mark also makes the person who has it a bit delusional and lose all sense of direction. So they will be walking through this forest forever. Hello, Mike. Hello. How's it going? How is it going? Just based on my... That's good to hear. I'm currently working on my fantasy map. Which... This is a big... world, big fantasy map. It's going pretty decently good. Just a whole lot of studying for the exams coming up, and then in the free time I get, I'm basically streaming. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been live almost every day since the start of this vacation. So yeah. Kevin Last Debut, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. And Mike, thank you very much for the sharing. I will after the stream. I'll go back and see the people that I followed and maybe follow them back if I like the content they are posting. So there we go. Bam. Also, Mike, have I told you about the gauntlet yet? Do you know the gauntlet? Have I told you about that yet? Believe I haven't. Or the gauntlet. Oh, which is what my current goal for following is for this bit. 5 games, 5 very hard Pokemon games, ROM hacks. And I'm going to try and beat them all. And in Nuzlocke. With the following rules as well. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm planning to do in the coming future. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be suffering, but it's gonna be fun. And it's gonna be good content because people like to watch other people suffer. That's the truth. I know about the internet. Certainly. And I'm going to be streaming all of that as well, like I am currently on both YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Although YouTube is currently really being shit because of not really being able to handle short streaming and Minecraft at the same time there. Apparently TikTok can handle it perfectly, so maybe I should just stream the Minecraft streams on TikTok and then post it on YouTube or something and do it like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, this stream is a one-time watch here on TikTok because it's longer than the 16 minutes that TikTok allows to be posted. Because we're getting close to the 2-hour mark. We're 1 hour and 45 minutes in currently, exactly. So, that's nice. 15 minutes and then we hit the 2-hour mark, which is gonna be my longest TikTok stream. Not surprising because the other two others have been around the hour mark. Thank you very much, Mike, and stop by anytime soon, because I will be streaming some more in the coming future. Probably tomorrow again, as well. So, goodbye. That's what we remove. How many votes have that been actually? Just one? Ah, yeah, probably. Oh, 4 votes. Okay, nice. Wait, let's have a look. Let me have a look. 179 on YouTube. 179 subscribers on YouTube. Nice. We've gone up. We've gone very much up since the start of today. Because I started today with 172. And now I'm 179. That's plus 7 subscribers on YouTube. Today. That's very good for me. I thank you all for... Now... I would like to see the same increase here on TikTok, if I could. So, to the people watching who aren't following me yet, follow me. Do it now, or you will suffer the consequences. Yes, it has come to the point that I'm threatening people to follow me. Yes. CL, welcome to the stream. I'm about to jump in the fire. Also, hi. Dandy! Dandy. At least tell me it's a Viking burial. Dandy. Oh, for some reason I have perfect timing with music. Because I just finished speaking and it stops playing. That's perfect timing. Let's enjoy it. And there we go. Ask your question, Kevin Large Stages. Ask your question. And I'm not little. I'm certainly not little. Because I'm a bloody motherfucking dragon. Dude, I'm not little. And is that how you talk to your elders? But ask your question. I'm sorry, dude, but I'm going to silence you for that because for the coming 5 minutes you're silenced because that's just not something you're gonna ask. First of all, I did have a list like that. Second of all, that's a subject I do not like to talk about in this stream, in streams, or anytime, anywhere. You even asking it should be enough for me to ban you, but I'll be nice to you today, because you followed me today. But next time you ask something like that, you're gonna be banned. Got that? And of course you can't respond because I silenced you for 5 minutes. Because that's just only the responsible thing to do, yeah? Because there might be people in the audience that are far younger than they should be, who should not be seeing that kind of stuff. I believe he also left the stream by the fact that there's one less viewer now. So he probably did not even hear what I just said, which is unfortunate. But very well. That means, you know, if he doesn't return at the when we hit the 2-hour mark, which is around the time that his silencing ends, I will block him. I will block him if he doesn't return and says he's sorry. That's just because it's not a subject. Actually, I'm going to remove the entire post, if possible. Let's see. Can I remove it? No, I cannot remove the post. Okay, that's fun. That's down now. Yeah. We're down to 1 viewer. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark. I could go for a little bit more. Question is, should I? Should I go for a little bit longer? That's a question. Archie, welcome back. Because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. I can go for a little bit more, but I don't know if that is something you guys would want. So if you want that, please say yes in the chat. So, would you like me to go on for like another half an hour or so? Because I could go to 11 o'clock or something. In my time. In my location's time. So we'll see. Then again, I did promise a story earlier in the stream. Did I? Didn't I? Yes, I did promise a story. But, You know what? This might be the wisest time to go and tell that story. So, give me a moment to grab it. Show. No, not here. It is here. Wait, where is it? Welcome back, tree symbol. It's time. And Kevin, you're back. Congratulations, you're not getting banned. You're not getting banned. Because that's a bannable offense, actually, and it goes against TikTok's service. So, but you're back just in time for story time. A little story for before bedtime. And Kevin, do I really need to ban you? Do I really need to ban you? Because you keep asking about that. But I've already silenced you and already warned you with a ban about banning you because of the question. Because there's literally, I just got a response here from TikTok itself. Some reactions in this live saying are filtered. No, it does not. Dude, I'm banning you because you're going against TikTok's policy. Yeah. Goodbye, you're banned. Anyways, for the rest of you, it's time for story time. A little story before bedtime. It was late in the afternoon when James came back from the fields where he had been planting seeds all day. He worked for his neighbor and landlord who owned the farm he lived on. The life as a hind wasn't the best, but wasn't the worst. It was an honest life that got him shelter and food, and then a little more to spare. He'd been living on this farm for all his life, back when his father was the one who worked for his current boss, his boss's father. It just ran in the family. Even his grandfather had worked on this farm for the grandfather of his current boss. The one of the family being the one to help inside the farmhouse with the chores while the men were busy taking care of the crops. His boss, Mr. Larison, had always been a strict yet kind boss to the people working under him, his only rules being to not cause trouble and to do as he says. As long as he didn't break these rules, he was the kindest man you could work with. He usually was also working alongside them, But when someone broke one of those rules, they would disappear. Sometimes they would never return. Sometimes they would return, but those cases were far in between. But most of the workers didn't have to worry about that. James, his father, had been sick for the last few years. Sick in the head, the people said. He was always screaming and talking about the dark abyss he saw approaching, a shadow that would rule the night. But everyone, including James, wrote it off as the ramblings of a madman who had been hit in the head too hard. This actually had been the cause for his current condition. One day, late in the evening, James's father had been trying to dig a channel through which the river could reach the farmlands, which would remove the need of having a person pumping water to the fields constantly and instead allow for more people working on the fields, when he was hit in the head by his own shovel. Or at least, that is what they believe, based on how they found him lying on the ground, blood spilling all over the dirt. His father has never been the same after that again. Just before James opened the door, he could see the young lady of the house walk by the wall of the house on the opposite side of the path. She always managed to grab his attention when she walked by, but she never seemed to notice him, which saddened him deep in his heart. But he also knew that it would never be he and the boss's daughter. Surely he was a fool for even thinking that could ever be a possibility. He entered into that small house, if you could even call it that. It had barely 2 rooms, a living room that served as a bedroom for the man and as a dining room, and 1 bedroom for the women of his family. His mom and sister. He had put in that wall to split the house into 2 rooms, so his mother and sister could have privacy. But the house originally didn't have that. He knocked on the door of the second room. "Come in," his sister said. She had been pregnant for almost 7 months now, and the doctor had told her to stay in bed, for that would be the best for the baby. She wasn't in a relationship with anyone, nor was she the kind of girl to go out and sell her body out. And though she did not say who might have done it, James knew who was responsible. Lawson Jr. was known to be a bit of an egotistical woman hunter. If he wanted to do it with a girl, he wouldn't stop until he got what he wanted. And in all likelihood, he had raped James's sister and gotten her pregnant, though he would never confess to it willingly. "You're early today," she said as he came into the room. "It's that day of the month again, the one where we're not allowed to leave our houses at night. How are you holding up?" "Fine. I felt him kicking a few times today. Mostly slept through the day anyway." "That's good to hear. Bon should be home soon as well. I'm going to prepare dinner. If you need me, just shout." "Will do. And hey, if you ever want to tell me who the father is, you can trust me. I won't do anything drastic." She didn't respond to him as he then left the room. Just as he had expected, his mom arrived only 15 minutes later, and they all sat together to eat. They tended not to talk during the moments they were all together. Something in the air just gave them an awkward feeling when it was all 4 of them. After dinner, he cleared off the table, helped his sister back in bed, and gave his father his pipe. Though he didn't light it, for the doctor had said that in his father's current state, it would be better to not smoke. His mom went to bed as well and left him and his dad alone in the room. It was quiet, a stillness only broken by an occasional cough from his dad. Yet this silence did not last long before his father started talking. "The moment, it is coming. The abyss is coming. All I see is death. All I hear are screams. Boy, my son, protect your sister, your mother, for the end has come. You hear me? The end has come." He then promptly fell asleep. James shaked his head, and soon after drifted off as well. It was the middle of the night when James awoken by the smell of burning flesh. He looked around him and blinked to get used to the brightness. It took him a moment to realize his home was burning, but when he realized this, he was as awake as he had ever been. Immediately he looked to see how his father was, but all he could see was a burning body. Jamie stood up and ran into the back room. His sister had awoken and was trying to get out of bed, but a wooden support beam had fallen on her leg. Jamie got it off her and helped her to stand. Together they walked towards and through the door into the cool night air. And now that he and his sister were outside, Jamie let the rush calm down a bit, being cooled off by the late November air. But it was only then that he could hear it. The sound his ears had blocked out while inside the house. The sound that made the rush that had laid down a bit jump up once more, for all around him he could hear screams. The screams of women, men and their children, cries and pleadings for survival. Then he heard a slash and another one, and one by one the sounds returned once more. He turned to his sister, whom he was still supporting, but realized it was too late, for now it also poked a spear out. From her torso poked a spear out. He laid her to the ground. He looked around him to find the person responsible. The clouds were blocking the moon from shining her light, which made it hard to see anything in the darkness, but he could sense that he was in mortal danger. He closed his sister's eyes, and it then ran. He knew that the Larson house was built like a bunker. Once it was shut, nothing could come in or go out. Mr. Larson Sr. had told that to him. He ran and found his way towards the house, entering it with ease. "Hands up!" a female voice said from the darkness. Oh, wait, sorry, that was Pixelby. He ran through the halls. He had been inside here since he was a kid. He turned to a corner and instinctively knew to head to the part of the house that he had never been allowed to go when he was a kid. He opened the door and was met with the barrel of a gun. "Hands up!" a female voice said from the darkness. "Wait, Jess, is that you?" "Who are you? Say it." "It's me, Jameis. We used to play together when we were kids, and now I work for your father on the farm." She lowered the gun. "Close the door," she said as she turned and glanced out of the window. "It's like hell out there. What's going on?" "Nothing you have to know. You broke the curfew rule." "Only because my house was on fire. I've just lost my father, mom, and sister." And then it hit him. "I just lost my father, mom, and sister." He slowly slumped down onto the ground while leaning against the wall. "I've just lost everything." His voice carried with it a spell of fear and desperation, but also hopelessness. He banged his head against the wall. "If only. But it's not like I could have. What even happened?" "Shh! You make too much noise. You attract them." "Attract who?" "Attract who?" "My family." He looked at her, confused at what she had just said. "Your family?" I guess I'd do best telling you now. My family are werewolves. My great-grandfather got bitten by a wolfman, and since then it has run in my family. Each month on the day of the full moon, they go out and hunt. That's why we had the curfew in place on the day of the full moon." "What about you then? Aren't you?" he said as he realized what she was saying meant. "Relax. I am the odd one of my family, but I've never transformed into a wolf. That's the reason why this room is built like a bunker once it's sealed." "But why was the room sealed when I arrived?" "I don't know. It's an old system. Maybe it needs to be replaced." Then they heard the creaking of the hard wooden floor underneath the weight of something that was large, moving slowly towards them. She laid a finger on his lip as she motioned him to be quiet. They sat there in silence. It took a moment, but the footstep eventually signaled that the one who had been close by had left. "By the way, that must have been my brother," she said as she broke the silence. Suddenly the door of the room was blown out of its frame as a large humanoid wolf thing crashes through it, charging for them. But without thinking, she shoots at the wolf, killing it without any remorse. "Well, brother, you died just like I had expected you to," she said as she shot him once more, this time in the head. James could only stand there in disbelief. Aren't werewolves able to withstand gunfire? Normally, yes. But not when it's a gun loaded with silver. We need to go now. This place is not safe anymore. Okay, but why you shoot them twice? One in the head, one in the heart. It's the only way to make sure they are dead. They run outside, to be greeted by a wall of heat coming from the burning buildings. In the distance, they can hear some people screaming their lungs out as they burn alive. Others running from out of the fire, but being struck down by a large beast that looked to be pure black in the light of the flames. But even from this distance, their glowing yellow eyes pierce through. This way, Jess says to James as they come to crossing. We have to cross the river and destroy the bridge. Then we can get far enough away from here. The stream is too strong for them to swim to the other side. It will buy us enough time. James nods, as both of them run towards the bridge that formed the connection between the farm and the farmlands. They crossed it and cut through the ropes that kept up the support beams. For a moment, they sat down to catch their breath. Then from the darkness across the river, glowing yellow eyes zoomed up towards them, stopping at the river's shoreline. James's eyes had now gotten used to the darkness, and the clouds that had been blocking the moon finally moved away, allowing for even better sight. He saw as they brought his sister's body with them, how they made the moon shine on it, holding her up towards it. He followed their movements and looked up to the sky, expecting to see a wide full moon. Instead, there was a circle of pure darkness. Void. The abyss. When he looked at it, he got into a trance, not noticing the world around him, till he heard the breaking of bones behind him. He looked at Jess, who had sat down a little further down the path, and saw her contouring and spasming as the sounds of bone breaking kept on going. The light of the thing that had placed the moon shined on her as she started to grow hair over her body. Her head shape changed, becoming more beast-like, her legs and arms turning inside out, and her hands growing into paws with claws the size of kitchen knives. Her fur was white, and she had red glowing eyes. Then the sound of something ripping apart came from across the river. He could see how the baby belly of his sister had started to move. He saw as it started to bleed, with then large claws clawed their way through it, the being responsible falling to the ground. It was an abomination. Half transformed, half grown baby, crawling on the ground, crying and howling at the same time. One of the werewolves picked it up and threw it across the river, landing just a few feet away from James. He turned his back to Jess, who had now almost fully transformed, but she wasn't aggressive. Instead, she looked scared and in pain. James grabbed the gun and pointed at his nephew, if we could even call it that, a shot at. But he missed. One moment it was there, the next it had moved a few meters closer to him, lunging forward to him through the sky, his mouth with sharp teeth open to bite him in the face. But he managed to throw the baby away, at just the right time. He pointed the gun at Jess, but she cowers away from it, and he lowers it. He then starts running, passing her and continuing on. He feels a sharp pain in his back. As he turns around, he sees two red glowing eyes staring at him, along with the wolf smiling at the idea of killing him and eating his body. How? But you... I should have known, James thinks to himself as he aims the gun at her and shoots. She falls back, laying on the ground motionless. James puts the gun to her head. I'm sorry, Jess, but I have to do this. His finger lays on the trigger, and he's about to pull it when he's suddenly pushed away from the fields that surround the path. The baby thing had attacked once more. He shoots at it, missing multiple times until it launched at him again, this time shooting it in the mouth as it flies through the sky. He turns back to Jess, towards Jess, but she is nowhere to be seen. He falls down to his knees, exhausted from the night, but in the distance You could still see the glow of the yellow eyes of the other werewolves. He stood up and walked back to the river. As he arrives there, he opens fire at all the werewolves. Then they try to run away, but end up fighting each other instead. Other creatures like goblins and trolls that had been rampaging in the forest on the side of the river end up joining in as well. And by the time the sun rises, only one werewolf is left. Standing on top of the pile of bodies, he slowly transforms back into a human form, revealing himself to be Miss Lawson Jr. James does not... No, Mr. Lawson. Sorry, read it wrong. Mr. Lawson. James does not hesitate and shoots him in the head. And that's the story, my friends. The story I've been calling One Dark Night, which is the story that is related to the farm that we were building, somewhere in between on the stream. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And, well, I'll see you all sometime soon again, because, yeah, it's been a long stream. And, it's been a good stream. So, I hope you all enjoyed it. Actually, no, I did. We've got some good work. The TikTok version of this stream is going to be put onto YouTube for the people watching on YouTube. So, an actual good quality version of the stream is going to be put onto YouTube. And, yeah, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did. And follow me. And subscribe. And, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Okay. TikTok is not really working with me here right now, because I'm trying to stop the stream.